Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the AMX 13AM. It's the Tier 5 French SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Siegfried Line, and it's under the command of Appa561 of OLIMP. Game on! Well, this should be a very interesting game because there's two players on either team who are actually Unicums. We can see the T1 Heavy on the enemy team is a Super Unicum, and the M8A1 on our team is a Unicum. So this should be quite a good battle. We'll have to watch out for the T1 Heavy and the M8A1 to see what they get up to. Okay, for the start of this game, we can see that straight away, Appa is actually looking at the enemy tanks in the field, although he did actually have a quick glance at the area just inside the front of the gates. Now that T28's made a bit of a rash decision there because he's going to get hit. Oh, very close. Now it's a 105mm gun. It's actually capable of 445 alpha, 30mm of pin, and 1.91 meters on the burst radius. And look at that, that's a penetrating shot and a high roll at that. Okay, it's got a very flat trajectory, this Arty, which is one of its bad features, but what it does have is very good accuracy, very good range, because it can shoot over the entire length of the map without any problems whatsoever, and it reloads fairly quickly. It's not very fast, but it's reasonable. The only bad thing about it is the damage. It's only 445. The Fifi, the 105 left H18B2, will do 410. But this thing, 445, well, it's slightly less than the 4.5-inch howitzer you get on the Bishop or the FV304. Enemy tankers have been sighted. In fact, the T-34 shielded out in the field, rounds out, and that one tracked him. He did get tracked. We've got some damage. Are we going to get some assist? Well, no, because he fixed his tracks and he's pulling back. But we're reloaded. And if he does go through those dragon's teeth, we might be able to get a shot. But he's actually firing ahead. Oh, he hit something. Not the T-34 shielded, because he wasn't in the frame at that moment. But somebody was behind that bush. And he took the force of the shell because there was no explosion at all. And there's the Unicum. Yeah, the Super Unicum's come into sight. It's a T1 Heavy. How do I know it's Super Unicum? Look at the square to the left of his name, or underneath the health bar. That's a purple one. So, yes, watch out for those, because they're the ones who are probably going to make your life a misery. They're the ones who are more than likely going to take you out with one shot. Oh! He hit the tank he hit before. He fired a round at the same spot, and the T-40 was still there, and he's wiped him out. So he's got a blind kill there on the T-40. You don't often see those, but yes, he managed to work out somebody was on that spot, and they were probably still there because tank drivers are loath to actually move once they found themselves a nice little position which they can hide in. But occasionally, that's the wrong decision to make. Rounds out. And another one bites the dust. I almost feel like a Queen song's coming on. Yes, another one bites the dust. I'm not going to sing it, no. I wouldn't inflict that on you. Oh, he's done it again. He's hit another blind tank. The Matilda went round that corner. He wasn't spotted afterwards, and now he is spotted and he's taking damage. I guess one of the other bad things about this tank is that it doesn't have any stun at all. It's only 105mm caliber, which means that according to Wargaming, it shouldn't actually have any stun. It also does have, well, a fairly good top speed, 60 kilometers an hour, but it takes a little while to build up to that speed. So don't expect it to be going fast up a hill because it's going to be sluggish. Rounds out. What a shot! Type T-34 gets nuked for, well, only 25 hit points, but he is out the game. And now we've got another target, a Matilda, or a pair of Matildas. There's one of them. T-67 got him. Can we get a shot into the other one? Well, we might be able to. Rounds out. Yes, he does hit him. 207 hit points this time. And I think the T-67 is going to make mincemeat of him. Although the T-67 needs to watch out for that 2-pounder gun. it's quite vicious. The way it fires really quickly. Now, if he backs around the corner, we might get another shot. He's in the field of frame. Oh, the T67 got him, but he did take one round. And he's gone down to the M8A1 on the enemy team. Okay, so where is our M8A1? Well, he's right up on the center line. In fact, he's gone past the center line, and he's taking these guys on and shredding them. There goes one. That was killed by our M8A1. Neurotoxic Girl is the one. I'm wondering if that's a female. It probably is. Neurotoxic, eh? Oh, well. Well, Appa's got 4 kills so far. Neurotoxic Girl's got 2. So I think Appa's outweighing her number of kills. But it kind of shows that he's the super unicum in this game so far. Unfortunately, that T1 Heavy, well, it looks like he's gone. He's out the game. We didn't see him die, but he has gone. He's in the list of tanks that are deceased or shaded red. And we're 1 down on the enemy at the moment. And it looks like one of the enemy tanks is, oh, 2 of them are actually making their way round to the back of the map. Got a Striv N42 and a Honey 3. Now, I think it's going to be a difficult shot getting one on the Striv while he's coming round the hill. He's fired one in anyway. But at least we know he can disappear if he wants to rather quickly. And he's reloading very, very fast. Standard reload on this Arty, by the way, is 13.42 seconds. He's got 10.87. This is one of the better Arty if you want to 3-mark it. Very few people actually continue to 3-mark this Arty, unless you're an Arty expert and you do it all the time. It is one of the easier ones to mark, mainly because the averages are much easier to get. So you're not being asked to really perform hugely. You can actually get an ace fairly easily because other people just don't perform well in it. Okay, Honey backed off a bit. He fired just when he was at the maximum reach. He's going after the Matilda. Now we can help the Matilda by putting a round on target. We're loading. Rounds out. And that's a kill shot and another pen. Now, unfortunately, the Matilda did go down first, but we got the Honey and he felt that one. 5 kills now for Appa561. He could get a top gun. There are only 5 enemies left, though. And we just lost another one of those because the Panzer IV Aslains H has just been killed by our T1 Heavy. And there is that M8A. Oh, no, I said that M8A1, but yeah, he just killed the T1 Heavy. So now there's only 3 of us left against 4 enemy tanks. And we're looking over this side of the map, but the enemy are actually in the field. Well, at least 3 of them are. The one that's not is the Arty. And so it seems to me that Appa could relocate and go down the east side of the map, get near to the cap area for the enemy, and start hitting those enemy tanks as they get discovered by our guys. Remember, the M8A1 on our team is the unicum. He's the guy who knows how to do it. And in fact, actually, the T28 suddenly appeared. And look at that. Appa quickly uses his mini-map to dial in. Look at that. He does it very well. He's chasing the target at the moment, though. Bounce out. Just over the front of the vehicle. That guy should buy a lottery ticket now before it's too late. He's firing away, but any second now he's going to expire. Yes. It's funny how you know this is going to happen. I've never seen this replay before. I know that T28 sitting side on to an AMX 13AM is tantamount to saying, hit me with your rhythm stick. That's an Ian Jury song, by the way, if you don't know. Yes, good old Ian Jury was a great punk performer back in the 80s. If you don't know his song, hit me with your rhythm stick, hit me, je t'adore, ich liebe dich, hit me. I'm singing it and I shouldn't be. It's a fantastic song. Ian Jury had polio at an early age, and it was left him in a crippled state, but it didn't stop him being one of the best performers you've ever seen. And he's got another kill, and that's 7 kills now with 2 enemies, but he did get spotted by the SU-76, so he's going to have to move because the enemy knows where he is, and they could put rounds into him. The enemy team has an M41 HMC, and although he doesn't have any kills and is a bit of a novice, he's still got a 155mm howitzer and can cause us problems. Okay, we're joining Neurotoxic Girl. Yes, the Unicum. Isn't that funny how the Arty and the Unicum are the only 2 left alive? Both of them Unicums. Isn't that funny? Yes, it's kind of, there's a synchronicity to that. It always seems to be that the best players are the ones left alive at the end of the game, and one of them's driving an Arty and the other one's driving something else. Or in fact, sometimes it's 2 Arties. You never know. Now, I should say I've driven this tank a lot, this Arty a lot, and I can tell you it's very powerful. I was actually, way back in, 2015 or before, I actually took one of these out and I one-shotted a T-34-85M on the move with this tank. This Arty. Yeah, I actually shotgunned him on the move. I auto-aimed on, drove straight towards him, fired as I went, and it just blew him apart. And then I just jinxed to one side at the last moment to avoid running into him. But that was just so funny. That was back in the days where you actually could suffer damage if you hit a wreck. Because of course you weren't driving in a straight line or whatever. So you needed to be careful not to damage yourself on a wreck that you caused. And it's just very, very funny. This is a powerful Arty. And I should also mention, actually, which you might be amused at, is that one of the members of What Arty Noobs actually has one of these. Yes, he actually owns the real thing. They made 429 of them, and 92 of those were for the Netherlands, and a number of them were for French armed forces and a few other nations. But yes, it was quite a versatile little Arty, fairly big, but it was made from the AMX 13-ton chassis. Wasn't quite as fast as the AMX 13 F3 AM. Well, wasn't quite as open as the AMX 13 AM, but of course this is the enclosed version, and this is only 105mm, whereas the AMX 13 AM was a 155mm howitzer, so much more power. I would have gone in the bush there to have a quick look first, just in case, but he's going for it. Apple wants to win. He knows the power of this. Old times running, so that's why we need to get in there quick. And we found one of the Arty. Yeah, it's the M41. Now, if he shotguns us, you just drive up to the guy and shoot him in the face. If he fires prematurely, he might do that. He's trying to get a side shot on us. Oh, we missed it, and so did he. But we'll reload first, and the M8A1 wants the kill, and he gets it. So no Radley Waters from that kill. But certainly we do have the possibility of getting another shot for a Radley's if we can find the M8A1. Okay, so 1 minute 18 on the clock. Can he find that M8A1 and get the kill? If Neurotoxic Girl gets it, it's only 5 kills. But Neurotoxic has decided to platoon with us. And that means now, between us, we do have 11 kills. And you know what that means? If we get the last one, it's a not just a brothers in arms, it's a crucial contribution. So we're going to drive out to the field and see if we can find this guy, because he might be an AFK. It's too late for us to cap now. We left it a bit late. It could still be a draw though. He's looking around. I think the M8A1 wanted to cap Yes, it probably would have been better if we had caps just to secure the win and force the M8A1 to come and deal with us. Oh, he's found him! He's found him! Can he kill him in time? Oh, no! Oh, ran out of time. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker gain to Appa561 of OLIMP in the AMX 13AM. He got a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9 in this one. He got a brothers in arms for getting at least 3 kills and being in platoon with somebody else who had at least 3 kills, as well as a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a top gun for getting at least 6 kills. He had 7, one short of getting that Radley Walters. And if only he had gone to the cap, he would have found that AMX 13AM already there, well, the M8A1, I should say, already there, and then they would have had a chance, whilst the neurotoxic girl would have disabled the guy, and then Appa would have gone in for the kill and nuked the guy and taken the win. Oh, if only. Look at the win rate as well, 10,848. So it's a bit of a heartbreak that it is a draw, but it just goes to show sometimes it's better to actually start capping and force the enemy to come to you rather than do it the other way around and go hunting. I'm afraid Apple was just too keen to actually get that last kill, and instead he gave up the opportunity to get a straight out win, which would have converted straight into a Radley's the moment they found who was there. So unfortunate, but let's have a look at team score. Well, highest damage in the game was 2,158 hit points, and that went to Appa561. The second highest damage turned out to be the T1 Heavy on our team with 1,633, followed by the M8A1 Neurotoxic Girl, the Unicum, in the M8A1, the Scott. She managed to get 1,227, but actually I put them in the wrong order because the T28 on the enemy team actually got third place with 1,359, and Neurotoxic Girl was fourth with 1,227. When it came to kills, we can see that Appa561 got 7. 4 kills went to Neurotoxic Girl and also to the T28 on the enemy team. And third place, well, that goes to the M8A1 on their team, who managed to get 3 kills. And yes, he was hiding behind the house, waiting for somebody to go into the cap so he could jump out and say, "Surprise! It's me!" Yeah. I really don't know if he was actually waiting for a defender medal or what, but it wasn't the right decision for him to make. To be honest, he could have picked them off from a distance. He could have picked them off one by one from out in the field, in the hills, up on that bunker, up on the hill, where he could have actually waited for them to come into sight and then started picking them off one by one, hiding behind the bunker as they return fire. But it didn't work out like that. When it came to base XP, we can see that it did go to Appa561. He got the highest with 539, which means he's got the top in all 3 columns. 491 went to the T1 Heavy, and 464 went to the T28 on the enemy team, with their M8A1 getting fourth place with 376. So was that 4th place? No, it is 4th place, yes. And then our guy getting 366, or Neurotoxic Girl getting 5th place. When it came to details, 22 shots fired. This Arty actually carries 50 rounds in total, so you've got more than enough ammo to last an entire battle. 11 direct hits on the enemy shows the accuracy from Appa. He really was hot in this game. He was really showing some good accuracy. 3 penetrating shots as well. 11 splashes, 2,158 hit points of damage, of which 1,894 were up more than 300 meters. Now, can we tell which ones he actually penetrated? Well, I think the Su-76 was a pen. Funnily enough, it wasn't. The T-40, no, that was the blind kill, and he didn't penetrate that guy either. Or the T-34 shielded, but he did hit the T-28 side on, and it went right through. The Honey 3, yep, he penetrated that guy. He's only got thin side armor at the top. And the Type T-34, no, he wasn't. Was it the Matilda? No. So who was the last one he penetrated? The other T-28, yes. And I can't remember which one of these was the one he actually penetrated the side. But both T-28s went down to a penetrating shot. So you can see one of them was the one out next to the bunker, in the field, which was his first victim. And then the other one was the one that was side on, taking shots at us, and of course then fell prey. He also spotted one enemy vehicle, damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 7, did 22 hit points of damage assistance, and he earned 33,562 credits on a premium count. Did get 30,000 from mission completion, and he got the Courageous Resistance Award as well, because of course he earned a medal in a losing or drawn game. And he also took away 1,300 experience points out of it as well. So it's a very good battle, except for the end bit. If only they'd gone towards the cap and started capping, they would have got a nice surprise. Well, it would have been nice for somebody. It would have been dreadful for the others, because, of course, then they suddenly would have realized, oops, yes, they would have realized that there was 2 people in the cap who could wipe him out very, very quickly. And I'm sure that Appa would have shotgunned him at close range and get a penetrating shot, because the M8A1 does not have much armor, and so he would have gone down with 1 round aimed directly at him. Such a pity, but it's a good game nonetheless, and it shows that Appa does have tremendous skill with the AMX 13AM, so I am expecting he's going to mark this one very, very quickly and get 3 marks on the barrel, and then everybody's going to be aware of him, especially at tier 5. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.